Hello there and welcome to this Facebook Live session. I'm Katy Green, I work in the Modern Languages department, and this session is going to be all about employability for our Modern Languages students and what they get into when they graduate.
I'm Jack and I run the professional track scheme at the University of Reading, which is a professional development qualification that supports students' academic progress.
And I'm Caroline, I'm a first year studying Italian and Spanish, and I've done a few professional track courses. So
it'll be nice to hear both our point of view and a current student's point of view as well. So if I can just kick off by asking both of you actually, the question we get asked quite a lot on open days and visit days, understandably, is what careers can I go into once I graduate if I study languages at uni?
I'd say for me, the best part about studying any sort of humanities degree, particularly languages, is the variety of what you can go into.
Yeah.
I've got a languages degree myself, and I've done different roles in HR, I've taught, but on top of that, you can go into publishing, translation. Even if you're only doing one language at university, there are so many translation opportunities for you, as well as going down other routes, such as recruitment and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know for definite what I want to go into, but I'm not too worried about it because I know that with languages you can go into anything, and there's employers you're really sought after as a language student. Employers really want
you've got the edge of being able to speak two,
Yeah.
if not three languages fluently, which puts you above the rest of people, especially in the global climate that we are today. So many companies work with countries outside of the UK or the English-speaking world, so it's so important.
Yeah, and not only that, even if you went to work with somewhere that doesn't require a language as part of every day-to-day work, actually the skills you gain through living in a foreign country is part of study, but also adapting to speaking a foreign language are skills which are so transferable, even if you're not even going to speak them.
Yeah, your brain can switch between things a lot.
Yeah.
Have you found that as well?
I mean, like if I'm thinking of something sometimes in English and I can only think of it in Spanish or whatever, which sometimes is a bit boring, but sometimes it's really useful. You can understand situations better and different things. Yeah.
And the great thing is here at Reading we really support students. So in modern languages you have to do your third year abroad. So if you're doing joint honours, you'll spend it in both countries that you're studying, or if you're doing single honours, you go to the country that your language is from. And on that, you can either work at a company, you can teach English as a foreign language through the British Council, or you can study at a university. But if you did go to work, we can support you, and we've had frequent students going to places as cool as Nintendo, British Air helicopters as well, and we've had students going into schools and teaching English, so it's thinking about language learning from a different perspective as well.
Yeah.
We've hopefully got a student this year going to Brussels to do a placement at the BBC.
Oh, that's
So again, a lot of British companies which have operations in Europe also can support us with placements.
So did you know before you came to university what you wanted to do?
So I had a bit of an idea. I initially thought I wanted to go into fashion, but I really loved languages, and obviously fashion is an international business, so I knew that if I did languages I still had the opportunity to go into that. But since coming to university, I've realised there's so much more out there, and so it's kind of opened lots of doors for me to realise what else I can do with languages.
And I think that's so common for our students to not know what they want to do or to change when they're here. And I think the great thing is we have some really good success stories, which gives you confidence as a student when you're here that, it's not a big scary world out there, it can happen for me. We had a student, Emily Skew, who graduated in 2015. She's now gone into marketing to work with a company called Feed, but they do all the email marketing for eBay. And she manages French emails and English emails using her language skills in that way. We had Venetia Baker, who graduated in 2012, who set up her own translation company, which I think that's really cool, to own your own company soon after graduation. And then Laura Jury, who left, I think it was in 2015 as well, the same year as Emily. and she is now teaching Italian in the University of Oregon in the USA.
Wow.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
So Jack, now we've spoken about some of the places that students go on to. What kind of support do we give them here with the professional track? What is professional track?
Okay, so just off the back of what you were saying about not knowing where you might want to go and what you want to do when you finish university, we embrace that here, and this is why we run a scheme called Professional Track. So it's basically a professional development qualification that will sit on your degree transcript, and we are the only university, we believe, in the UK that offers this. So we basically package together your experiences. So we do this through academic placements. We run bespoke courses for students specifically who study languages and literature within the university, which aim at providing practical skills based to different career paths they may wish to take. Then we also draw together extracurricular university experience and package it together as something that will look really good on their CV alongside their degree.
Yeah, you have actually taken part in the professional track.
I have, yes. So I've done a few of the courses. I've done the professional presentations course, employability course, and kind of reflection on careers course. So I feel like they've given me, skills both for university, but skills that I'll be able to take into the workplace and in interviews. Like, for example, the presentations course and the employability course is all about like how to present yourself both in the work environment and in an academic environment. So,
which are quite different.
It kind of gives you an all-round skill, all-round knowledge.
And there's a success story in it as well.
So yesterday I had an interview for a volunteering role in a charity, and so I've got that role now.
I'm so proud. So what sort of courses, other than what we've just spoken about, are run?
Okay, so as just said, we do a lot of courses which aim to kind of help the student which isn't too sure where they want to go, but again provide practical skill. So we're running a very popular publishing course which gives a kind of grassroots knowledge of how publishing works and a deep level knowledge of it, putting people in the eyes of the publisher. We run a social media marketing course which is really popular as well. And with that, we let the students loose on the social media. So do check it out. We'll put it in the comment section to give them practical use of looking at social media and how its analytics work. We're running a journalism course this year, and we partnered with Bloomberg and reporters from the Times to give a practical insight into journalism. So we really do help. That it has changed students' perceptions about what they want to do when they graduate, which may be a bit confusing for them, but it's great because it's given them the opportunity to see what is out there and what they can do with their degrees.
This is sort of the first year that it's run completely in this way for modern languages students. But we've got she's in English Lit at the moment, but Beth, I'm talking about, used all the courses to, same as you, gain an internship for the summer working in social media, having done the course. And the feedback that they said in the interview, wasn't it? It was this professional track scheme that put her above the other candidates in it. So it's a really CV enhancing area to go into. What about the placements that you spoke to?
So we've already spoken about year-long placements, but as a languages student, you now have the opportunity to do placements in the UK while studying at Reading. So basically any module that you study in languages can be converted into a placement module where you go out and do a placement related to the module. So you could be doing a French philosophical module. If we potentially find links back to the British Library, for example, we could support you in getting a placement there. So you're getting practical hands-on experience, but still meeting the objectives of a module.
Yeah, and we've had students going to places in the past like M&S, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and where else was it?
Penguin this year.
So they're big company names which would look amazing after graduating to say that you've worked on your year abroad potentially and done a placement as well. That really sets them above.
And we support you from end to end in this process. So we're here to help you with finding these placements and helping you gain this skill, because it is nerve-wracking applying for a placement and phoning up people, as you know. But we support you at the end of how to package this, put this on your CV and really sell yourself with it. And it's very personalised what we offer.
Well, hopefully that's answered some of your questions. As Jack said, we'll put the social media links below, and I'll also put an email address so you can ask any questions to the language department about studying with us or about careers that you might be able to go into afterwards. So thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.